Now we are following the team of Kaka Sobrenatural, who ventures to a supposedly haunted family home. It is said that a terrible tragedy unfolded in this house, and apparently housing the spirits of its violent past. After setting up their equipment, the team checks out every room in this place, and slowly but surely, some unusual activity unfolds. It all starts with really odd noises. However, their camera captured something else that nobody saw at the time.
Gente, a família conta que quando eles estavam pousando nessa casa, aparecia um senhor sentado na poltrona dando risada, sorrindo. E isso era muito assustador, tanto que eles nunca mais quiseram pousar dentro dessa casa.
Fazer uma manifestação agora com a gente? Estamos na total escuridão.
Sentindo um cheiro de queimado. Cheiro de queimado. Eu não tô sentindo aqui um cheiro de queimado.
Como se tivesse uma fiação, queimar, algum lugar pegando fogo. Nossa, olha.
Ó.
Cara, pegou. Desculpa ter acendido a lanterna. Alguma coisa me pegou nas costas, cara. Eu senti assim como se tivesse passado.
Seemingly on edge, and after hearing and even smelling things, the unthinkable unfolds.
Sensacional, cara, a visão noturna.
Nossa, cara, você viu?
Nossa! Cara do céu!
Meu Deus, Sandro. Nossa, cara, você viu?
Did you see that? A creepy-looking apparition is peeking at our investigators from the living room. It appears as if that thing is coming straight out of the wall, hovering over the sofa. Could this be the sinister ghost that the family has seen before in this residence? Quite terrifying how the eyes reflect back, isn't it? As always, I invite you to check out the whole investigation on their channel. Now we want to take a look at the team of Forgotten Soul Investigations. Kirk and Forrest Rogers went to the Hillsbury Old Ice House in Ohio, which is home to many ghost stories. Built in the year 1900, there is an endless amount of documented sightings and encounters that took place there. As Kirk and Forrest slowly settle in and get their spirit box ready, some interesting activity is starting to unfold.
Can someone just walk out of this room?
After getting the first responses, they take a quick peek into the bathroom, and this is when something creepy is being captured.
I may have filled went through it.
People say that they can see an apparition standing there and possibly looking at us. It appears to be an elderly person. How's that possible? Could it be that a spirit from another time is remaining here, possibly contacting the two men? What do you think? Did it respond to them on the spirit box? I don't think it's dust or anything related. Let me hear your theories. Definitely a haunted place in my book. This video was shared by channel NVTV, and it was supposedly recorded by a lonely camper who had come across an unexplained being in the middle of a forest that is located in Oregon. At the time of the recording, he states that other people visit this area regularly and that he even caught people here at the time, shooting. He documents the campsite and comments on a really odd wood structure that was built there. Nothing too strange though, basically just a travel diary. However, things seemed to turn sour when the man woke up to unexplained noises in the middle of the night, after he initially was lying down to take a rest. Let's take a look.
Or chase me off. I'm wondering. I got darkness.
Many people believe that this young man came across something from another world that night. Unfortunately, the recording ends right there. Could this be an alien that was out in the woods to find him? Or are we looking at a paranormal encounter here? If it isn't just a hoax, of course. Please let me know what you guys think. And thank you so much for watching. The following videos were found by user Heaven Sung, and he states that he uncovered this interesting case on Maximum Disclosure. Heaven told me that the following incidents took place in the residence of a man who, after moving into a new place, had the feeling that not everything was quite as normal as it seemed at first. For the first week there was nothing wrong with the house. However, for whatever reason, the man could hear some weird banging noises that could be heard through several rooms of his house. Thinking it was the neighbors at first, the man simply hoped that these renovations wouldn't go on for many more days. One night though, he woke up to another loud bang and saw a shadow standing in front of his bed. This terrified him so much that he kept a little nightlight on for the following nights. And things only got stranger by the day. He swore that he could see more and more of these strange shadows, even during the day. He saw them walking around in the house when nobody else was there. Really creepy apparently. At some point, the man mounted several cameras up in the house to see if he could capture any of this activity. Then, the following was uploaded on his profile. What appears to be the shadow of a man can be seen, walking into the room and then vanishing towards the bed. Really strange. Could this be a reflection from somewhere else? It's possible. Maybe from the window. Thing is, this bedroom didn't have a window. However, in the end, we can't really find a real answer to it. There's still all these weird events that transpire in his house. The man thought the same and wanted to capture more proof that these shadow sightings were not just make-believe or easily explainable by any kind of reflection. On one of the following nights, he captured another corner of his bedroom and placed the camera towards the bed and his dressing mirror, which was standing right next to it. When he came back to check the footage later, he saw this. Another large shadow figure that steps into the frame, but it can only be picked up in the mirror. Really mysterious, isn't it? If this isn't just a setup, possibly staged by the owner, we really have to ask ourselves here, what could be the reason for all these sightings? Could it be a former owner perhaps? Or is it something completely different? Now we want to take a look at one of the latest recordings from FrostmareTV, who traveled to a place called Letchworth Village, which apparently inherits a ton of abandoned buildings, and Diego had been there in the past. It was said that parts of the place burned down due to a fire caused by a couple of kids, not too long after his last visit. He states that he heard really weird noises and even saw a shadow in there. So, today was another chance for him to see what exactly was going on in these buildings.
And I believe if I keep on talking to the camera, alright. Let me put the setting a little higher. In this one here. Hello, anybody here? I heard a voice here. Are you okay? Hello?
After checking that nobody else was around, he was scouting out the perimeter and decided to try to contact the spirit world with a couple of devices. Maybe they would answer to him. However, something even more mind-boggling was about to happen.
You worked here before? Do you have a name? Hello?
There seemed to be an unseen being running at him in full speed,
Who was that running?
and he certainly appeared to prepare for impact, but there was nothing there.
Were you trying to rush me?
What a creepy encounter. What do you guys think?
If you're gonna try to rush me, at least show yourself.
Was it maybe something or someone running on one of the other floors? Or was it a paranormal encounter? D-Doc Nicole from Korea was out the following night to explore another abandoned building that is apparently known for its many strange ghost sightings that lack any explanation. Shortly after Nicole enters this abandoned place, some unseen forces seem to play with the doors in one of the hallways. Scary for sure, but was it that scary? Well, he decides to check one of the doors out that led into an empty room. He documents several items that are being moved, simply by the hands of ghosts, it appeared.
미치겠다. 뭐야? 어디야? 뭔 소리야? 어? 어? 와! 여기 잠깐만요.
The noises from the first floor get so loud at some point that Nicole is taking a look at the building from the outside and captures the following. A shadow figure is seen roaming around up there. He decides to muster up some courage and walk towards the door, which leads to the staircase towards the upper floor.
거기 누구요? 거기.
The shadow seems to be on the other side of the door, which frightens our explorer so much that he decided to run away that night. Is this a real shadow capture, or just a friend that was with him that night?
거기.
The next recording stemmed from a young man who also documented some really inexplicable activity that took place in their home. Core's son just moved into a new home with his mother. His videos were initially about their new house and how excited both of them were to start a new chapter there. However, some unexpected events caused Core to upload a couple different videos than before. The first strangeness that really occurred was when the young man was about to take out the trash one day, and for whatever reason, the garage door opened by itself without him pressing any button.
Alright, so I'm going to put in the garbage bag in the trash can, and the door just opens on its own. And the only way to do it is from the clicker on the doorway or outside on the little pin pad, or by the clicker that is in my mom's car, and my mom's car is not here.
I mean, that's nothing too scary. I've seen stuff like this happening a lot. But on one of the following nights, there was a really suspicious orb that flew across the room and slid down the wall.
Orb comes across the screen right here, and then it goes down. It looks like it walks across right there.
Dust doesn't do that, right? Besides other strange orb sightings that were captured by the security camera in there. His mother was doing laundry one night when loud noises caught her attention, which were stemming from the yard area.
Does she hear something? So she goes inside to get me. So it took me forever to find what might have made the noise, but I looked through all the videos recordings and I come across that.
One of their backyard CCTV cameras recorded an even stranger incident. There seemed to be a person walking by. Obviously nobody should have been on their property. So, was this an intruder?
In that little garage area, and this way is where our actual garage is, where I walked from. If you look right there, see, I'm right here. That's the top of my thinning hair head, and there's something walking, or whatever the fuck, back there, and you can see me flash my light.
But does all of this mean that several paranormal forces linger on the property of the two? Really hard to say. Thank you guys so much for watching.